Hello everybody, welcome to the official Matt Damon show. I'm Matt Dillon and this is Nick Kinsley.
What's up?
Welcome to the show, and Matt Damon doesn't affiliate with any of this.
Yes, Matt Damon has nothing to do with this podcast.
He's not part of it or anything. It's not really a podcast, it's more like a talk show anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with that, that's even better. So
It'd be nice to have Matt Damon on here.
Oh shoot. Yeah, no, maybe one day we'll have him now. Well, I don't really know. So
It's a dream.
So what we're talking about, Nick, today is like it says on the title. The title's gonna say like one of the like subjects. So we're gonna talk about those old cartoons, how they would have that really like odd, like awkward thing that makes you feel uncomfortable. So like, what made you uncomfortable?
Well, there's quite a bit of cartoons. Not gonna lie. Some of them were really good still, even though they were really weird. Like the Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah.
The art in it was so out of here.
I really liked how they used waves. It was like the cardboard. It was just like
yeah, like that.
that was like way out. Like
It
was
seemed like a cheap play. That's how they did it in cartoon form.
Yeah. Misadventures of Flapjack. And then the art kind of changed a little bit. Like in between an episode, it might change like just a little bit.
Like one,
Because it'll turn it into like clay, and then it'll be like cartoon. It's weird.
like one episode, I can't remember the title of it, but it had something to do with cats. Flapjack says hey to a cat, and whenever it does, it zooms in on its face, and it's just got like dark eyes and a circle mouth with sharp teeth all the way around it. That was creepy as a kid.
Yeah, that's some scary. There was some weird stuff. I know Courage the Cowardly Dog had a lot of them.
Oh,
You can't even help from that. Like it was just creepy. And like I remember there was that one episode as a kid, and it was like the subway, and he's running through the subway, and there's this door he opens, and there's like the girl playing the violin, and it's like all 3D, but it's like bad graphics, so it's kind of creepy then.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, what's going on, you know? And then she like turns around, and she has like this weird like face, you know? She screams, and it's. I remember always just looking away from the TV and not watching.
I know one of my favorite characters from that show though was Cats. That was a pretty good character.
That was a good character. It like turned the whole game into like, the whole show into like Spy versus Spy or something.
Yeah.
But like it was like a whole different way of putting it.
You know another weird show was Mad TV. When they showed
Oh yeah, Matt. I was talking about that actually today. I mean, like he pops his bump in the like the thing, the mirror, and it's just like all of his body parts are just like flying to the.
Yeah. It was still a good show, but I think my favorite part of that was the Spy versus Spy.
I think it was like a robot chicken, but downsized for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just.
That's what it seemed like.
They made fun of more like things constantly. I really like the one where they talk about Monopoly, and he's just like, yeah. He's like, oh, you go to jail, mom, and he's just like, oh, that's funny, and then all of a sudden there's cops hitting in, and it's just like, woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the awkward, like the disturbing thing was the pimple. Like everything else, it could get a little like, you know, out of hand, but that one was just like shouldn't been there. Like it was just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that one always gave me.
Now I remember another thing in Courage that was uncomfortable was the where he had a dream and there was this blue like thing in his dream.
You're not perfect.
And then there's also Return the Slab, and it's like
forever comes.
yeah, it's like, dude, well, I don't know what the slab is, but please quit telling me. And then they also put like a human face into it for real, and like that was even like worse because it was like.
Oh man, but I know that one that you were talking about with the blue thing. You had a great motivational like speech at the end, basically with that bathtub barracuda.
I don't remember watching it. I remember seeing that part, but I don't remember the episode.
Well, it basically says that like he may not be perfect, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's imperfect in their own way, and it's okay to be imperfect. It was so weird of a show, especially that episode. But that was still such a very good ending to it.
I love that show. That show is just so good. I didn't get me a drink, so my throat's actually getting dry now. So I'm gonna go get a drink while Nick talks to y'all about the next cartoon. I don't know.
Well, I could go on and on about some Courage. The episode where they get trapped in a room and it turns out it's like someone's whole body. There's a stage and everything, and they have to perform for it. That was quite an episode. What's some other disturbing cartoons? This is very hard to think of. I watch many cartoons, each one, most of them really good, and then a lot of them very disturbing. Man.
Here, I got you a drink too,
Oh,
just
well,
in case
thank you.
you'll ever need it. So I got the new orange vanilla Coca-Cola. It's good, but it's not a Pepsi product. So yeah, we're Pepsi product people here, but just to let y'all know, this is good though. Good for a rivalry. Now Mountain Dew Sweet Lining's coming out. We'll drink it on the next episode probably.
Probably. We'll try. I couldn't think of any other cartoons.
Oh, cause he was like going on about Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's all I heard.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I know I told him about the episode.
Invader Zim's kind of like disturbing in a way. Like it doesn't have just there's a disturbing episode, and then there's like the whole show's kind of disturbing on the way that like they scratch their like necks constantly and stuff, and they some of them like tick and stuff. It's like, you know, like and shit. It's uncomfortable. Like it's like it's a very good show. I watched every episode, but like everybody in the show just acts so weird and funny, and I don't like it. And then some people's like eyes are bigger than the other one and things, and it's like, whoa.
Ooh, the episode where Zim starts stealing people's organs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like, that episode's just messed up.
Starts replacing it with parts. And
that made me uncomfortable. Like, it made me uncomfortable watching it when I rewatched the whole series, and like it made me really uncomfortable. And I was like, why did I watch this?
Yeah, but did you hear about the Invader Zim movie that's supposed to be coming out?
Really?
Yeah, they got a trailer online for it.
Is it live action?
No, it's not actually. It's,
thank God.
It's still cartoon.
Thank God. I don't want to live action.
It uses the same art style. The animation just got a little bit better. But it looks really good. I know I'm planning on watching it when it comes out.
I'll watch it for sure. I love Invader Zim, dude. I love Invader Zim. Nickelodeon kind of got lucky on that one, but at the same time, they was putting themselves at risk.
Yeah.
Because, like, Nickelodeon, they got to the point where they couldn't find really a good cartoon, and they was, like, looking around. I mean, they just kind of, like, got rid of Cat Dog and stuff, I think. So it was like, what do we need, you know? And then, like, there's the guy made Invader Zim just on the side of the road trying to sell his stuff, you know? Yeah. And then Nickelodeon was like, I'll buy it. And he's like, well, it's really weird. Are you sure? It seems like something for, like, Adult Swim or something.
Yeah.
Then they was like, yeah, I'll buy. And then like a bunch of teenagers and adults watched it. No kids did. So Nickelodeon was like, we'll have to get rid of it after 52 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, but I know they missed up a great chance on Adventure Time.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, Adventure Time kind of looked like odd before it became Cartoon Network.
Like the pilot episode. All pilot episodes look odd though.
But like they had 2 pilot episodes because the first pilot episode looked really funny, the one they showed to Nickelodeon. Then they get the other one to Cartoon Network. So it was like, well, yeah. The other one was really good. I liked it, but it was really odd because it was like he goes to Princess Bubblegum's kingdom, and there's these dudes with like made out of bubble gum, and they're like, what's 2 plus 2? It was like 4? And the world would end if he didn't answer right.
Yeah. Wasn't it that the world would have ended, or would he have been killed?
I can't remember. It's between one or the other.
I don't know.
Adventure Time was a really good show until it overdone itself.
Yeah.
I thought like it went too far with like the triangle love and stuff, and it wasn't as good.
Oh yeah, Flame
in my opinion. There's a lot of people who was really into it then, but like, I didn't. I mean, I really liked it when they went to going on about his dad, because it made me feel like it was a conspiracy theory, and they're finally like uncovering it.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I actually need to watch. I plan on sitting down one day watching all 10 seasons of Adventure Time. It's going to take a long time.
That would be really hard. I don't know.
I watched every single episode of Steven Universe.
I want to see every episode of Futurama.
Yeah. Oh, I know a newer cartoon, not really newer, it came out a couple years ago, but one that was pretty disturbing because of the things in it was Gravity Falls.
Oh, Gravity Falls. I like Gravity
Oh, I
Falls.
loved it. It was just
There is a few disturbing things.
like Bill Cipher whenever he like pulls the teeth out of the deer and like goes.
I don't think I made it that far, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think I made it to like maybe 10 episodes.
Oh well, it's like
There's only like 25 in there or something like that.
I don't know. There's 2 seasons. I have a complete season.
I know it wasn't like a long series.
No.
It wasn't long at all, cause like I know like it aired a lot, and there was a lot of like episodes that felt like, but really there was only like 20. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But I figured that out.
It was a really good show.
I heard it was really good.
I wound
I've
up
seen
buying
pretty
the
good.
complete series of it, and I just sat and watched every last one of them. It was so great. Then my friend had a journal. It was supposed to be Journal 3, and he let me borrow it. I read the whole thing in one night.
Oh my gosh,
Oh God.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I didn't even know they made like a journal things like.
Yeah,
actually.
they made the journal. They just made journal number 3 though.
Oh, they didn't make like journal 1, 2.
No, I wish they did. I'd try to collect all 3 of them.
That's cool too though.
Yeah. Oh, I know they made a.
I wish they would make that for other shows that had like cool like books in it already.
Yeah. But I know if any of you are
Excuse me.
travelers, I can't remember. I think it's Oregon. They actually have a Bill Cipher statue.
Huh.
Yeah. You'll find out what that means at the very end of the.
Speaking of which, Kid Rock is buying a middle finger statue.
Really?
Yeah, because a dude made a middle finger statue and he didn't find it offensive. He was like, "Can you make me another one but bigger?" And this dude's actually working on a really big middle finger statue for him. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't know how in the world they enjoyed it that much.
It seems like something Kid Rock would do.
Yeah. But anyways, disturbing shows. There's a pretty good bit of them. I just remember seeing a few that really disturbed me though. Open season disturbed me.
Open season was so weird.
You know what disturbs me is Dora the Explorer the movie.
Oh God.
It actually like they're making a movie and it's live action. And it disturbs me from the way it looks and stuff.
It seems like they were trying to go for a Tomb Raider feel.
It's like they're changing a kid's movie to a mature movie, but at the same time it's staying at a kid level. I don't know, it's weird. And then plus it don't even seem like it has anything to do with Spanish. So I was like, I'm really confused by it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, watching the trailer, it seems like they're going for a Tomb Raider feel. Especially when she goes into like what was it? Some kind of dungeon, and she like tries to jump
The thing and then like doesn't make it.
yeah, she winds up falling. The way they made Boots look.
Boots looks funny. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's weird. I know another live action movie that they made that was pretty bad was Airbender. Avatar.
Okay, it
The
wasn't
Last
that
Airbender.
bad.
It
was
was-
okay. It wasn't great. Okay, it was not great for sure.
No, they shouldn't have done that. That was such a great cartoon.
It was a really great cartoon. Oh my god, somebody's playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the classic. I actually bought it recently so I could play with them. But what I'm trying to say is, the people didn't play the characters that bad. They played them pretty well.
Okay, I gotta admit, the actors did do justice to him, but
Sasuke, isn't Sasuke the one that was like doesn't have powers?
you mean Sokka?
Sokka, yeah. Sasuke is the one with fire in it.
No,
I thought
Zuko.
Zuko,
Sasuke
Zuko.
is from Naruto.
Oh, wait, that's my problem. Yeah, I got. There's so many names. Okay, I'm not used to that. So, all I know is they played him really well.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
did do pretty good. But the the Fire Nation, the Firebenders and everything, how they actually have to have fire there? No. See, the Firebenders actually drew their powers from the sun. That's how come whenever there was an eclipse.
So its folklore was really bad.
Yeah, when there was an eclipse in the cartoon.
Oh, you talking about Blue Avatar? I hate when people say that. It's like Blue Avatar, Blue Avatar.
But in like when there was the eclipse, their powers was weakened to the point that they almost wouldn't work. They could still shoot out a flame, but it was like tiny, not enough to do damage. It
Okay.
was-
So that's pretty neat. But what's that I hear? Huh? Bongo Pete? Oh, so what are we doing now?
I don't know. What are we doing now?
Maybe I should show you this little clip of this clay art I made. It's pretty neat.
Y'all say Bongo Pete? Yeah. I love Bongo Pete, man.
And then
Bongo Pete.
now that who was that? What was going on? Now that y'all seen that clip, here's another clip of me playing bongos.
Oh no.
Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that. So that's all I gotta say.
There's not gonna be any clips.
There's gonna be clips.
There's gonna be clips.
Yeah, there's gonna be clips. And
I thought that was just a visual gag.
no, I really got clips and stuff. And I made clay art. I made this like Play-Doh art. You haven't seen it yet, but like it's gonna be there. And I posted it on my old channel just to be creepy or something. But it's not really all that creepy. It's creepy to some people. Like somebody was telling me it was really creepy, and this other person was telling me, but like my friend was telling me it's not that creepy, and I was like, I didn't think it would be, to be honest. It's a really weird clay art that just says, "We all just die." That was it.
Do you smash it in the end?
So, no, it melts. It like slowly melts and goes away, and then it explodes. I was like, "Eee, I love it." And, yeah. I also made a Pringles one, but I'm not showing it. And the Pringles one's like, "What do we do? Just sell air?" And then he melts. I was like, "Eee."
Why do you make them melt?
Because I actually really love melting figures. I think they look cool when they melt.
Okay.
So yeah, you just saw those clips. And what game are we playing? The movie trailer game.
I haven't played that in a while. Let's do it.
Okay. Here, Nick. I'm gonna give you a title, and you make something out of that.
I make basically a movie trailer.
We have talked about this over and over. Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to say it because I want to say it every time we go start one. So we like it just explained the rules for anyone who was like, I don't want to watch first, second, third, fourth episode. Let's just skip to sixth.
Yeah, just new watchers that like just decide to watch the video that YouTube recommends.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to start, or do I need to start?
You said you'd give me a title, so go ahead and give me a title.
All right, I'm gonna give you a title.
Sorry, my itches.
The Falling Productions.
The Falling Productions.
Yeah, falling, not following.
Yeah, falling.
I was just making sure you knew.
Yeah, like if someone opened a trap door, you'd fall. You wouldn't be following.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so The Falling Productions. Okay. This summer, come watch The Falling Production. The movie's about movie productions that just fell to the ground.
It's a documentary.
There's some comedy. You hear from some of the people that worked on the production how it had so many troubles. And give me a minute. This one's actually a pretty tough one. And why the production fell into non-existence. Come watch The Falling Productions.
That sounded alright.
Yeah, no, don't lie.
It's hard. It's hard. Fall into productions. I didn't know where to go with that either.
Okay, I'll give you one.
I got bit by a mosquito, guys. That's pretty risky.
I'll give you one. The Bongos.
This summer, let me tell you the story about the Bongos. Hi, my name's Pete, and these are my Bongos. So Pete goes on his amazing adventure to find himself lost. And when he gets lost, he doesn't know what to do, so he plays his bongos. And when he plays his bongos, all of the apes in the whole forest jump down and play their bongos.
Sounds more like Tarzan.
If you know what I mean on bongos. And they all get along, but then all of a sudden there's this war that's about to come on, where these airplanes was flying and dropping nukes everywhere, and they go and to kill all military people. And this is not an actual movie. This is real. Everybody, please go! Hurry, run! All right, that's it. I got bit by a freaking mosquito.
That's the second time you said that.
I know, but like I was like, dude, that's a mosquito. And then that was it, and I was like, I haven't been bit by a mosquito for a long time, so I was like, it feels kind of weird to be like, oh shoot.
Well, I'm glad you don't get bit by them a lot. Whenever the mosquitoes come out, they seem to come diving straight for me. Okay, you're gonna give me a movie title?
The Glitch Fest.
The Glitch Fest? The Glitch Fest is a movie about video game characters, and it's basically supposed to be like an AA meeting, except they talk about their glitches and how they exploit those glitches to help them win the game. It's a comedy.
Starring Adam Sandler's Bruce Lee.
I don't think Bruce Lee would. I feel
Bruce
more
Lee's
like
dead.
Yeah. I feel like Jackie Chan might voice someone in the movie.
Here. Adam Sandler's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and that one guy we all know because of Joe Dirt. Yeah.
God, what's his name? I know who you're talking about.
I thought I knew his name, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, he plays in Joe Dirt. There's a movie he plays in called Ridiculous Six.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Yeah, he plays Colonel Custer. Yeah.
Plays Joe Dirt.
I make that same face
What
whenever
is
I
his
put
name?
cologne on my face in the morning, especially when I'm home alone.
That's it. Donald Trump.
No.
Nah. Because he played in Home Alone too.
Yeah. For a brief second. He gave
Hey
directions.
kid, that way. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Yes. What if that was his campaign video? It was literally him in Home Alone, like, hey, it's that way. I approve this message. Yes, my name.
Okay. How about Domination?
The things I do for love.
Okay, Courage.
Domination.
Yeah, that's your movie title.
Domination. Coming this October 17th, 2002. This is old. It's an old movie, just
Yeah.
let you know.
Domination.
The Domination. There's 101 dominations. Not the dog either. Just dominations. They have chose so many places to hit their targets, and it was always the 101 targets that's in America.
When you say dominations, you're talking about like 101 of them. I swear to God, it makes me think of DOMs. If you don't know what
Everybody does.
If you don't know what a DOM is, don't look it up.
I thought you said dog as well.
No, DOM.
I don't know what that is.
A DOM and a sub. Forget about it. Your childish mind could not.
Dominant.
The
Dominant.
dominatrix. Have you ever
I'm
heard
done.
of that word?
No, I haven't. So, what's that I hear? Bungo Pete? Bungo Pete, really? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Woo! So, we're going to get back on topic, and it is not about what you think it is. It really isn't. We're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto, the series. So, because, like, I played a lot of them, so I'm, like, really crazy about them.
I haven't played all of them.
I played all of them but second in London, and then the one for the Game Boy Advance, and then like anything that was really stupid like that, I didn't really. Now, London wasn't supposed to be stupid. GTA 2 wasn't supposed to be stupid. So I was just saying, like, Game Boy Advance. I heard that one was not good. Now, and I hadn't played the Liberty City stories and stuff, but I think they're like remakes with voices because they didn't really have voices. Besides Vice City did, but they just made Vice City stories.
You were supposed to follow the damn train, CJ.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Grand Theft Auto 1 and get my brief summary of it. So, Grand Theft Auto 1 is legitimately a game of Grand Theft Auto. You just steal cars, you kill people because they didn't pay their rent or something like that. That's legitimately all I remember of it. And you got like out of 4 characters to choose, and you can make a high score, and it's on PS1. Or you can get on PC. And I enjoy it. I think it's a really fun game. Like, I actually really love Grand Theft Auto 1 because I see it as a really fun arcade-like game, you know, just to play as like an arcade. And it's really neat. Now, Grand Theft Auto 2 is Grand Theft Auto 1, but different. Just, you know, it's not as good, apparently. And then you got London, which is Grand Theft Auto 1, but practically a DLC. And, it just takes place in London. That's all I know about that one. But Grand Theft Auto 3 now, Grand Theft Auto 3 has, like, really good gameplay. But it's such a bad story. And I think I've talked about it with any game I've played and went to go talk about Grand Theft Auto. Because Grand Theft Auto 3, the story is legitimately get hired by a boss, kill your boss, then somebody thinks you're cool, so they hire you, and then you kill them, and then somebody hires you again, and you kill them. And that's literally the story.
That sounds like such a boring story.
It was stupid. There was no point in it. And then they take your boss on the last one, and I mean, I'm not trying to spoil it, but I mean, it's an old game, and you might as well know this. Your boss dies because you kill her. It doesn't matter. You pay $500,000 at the end of the game because you have to actually like make that money and stuff, and then you give them $500,000, and then you have to go and pick her up, but really it's a trap, and you have to kill everyone, and it's a very fun game. I'll let you know that. It's really fun. It's just a boring story. And you go through all this stuff, and it's like really freaking hard, and you don't get your own guns at this part because you can't carry a gun to the ransom level, which is the last level. And you have to kill like this other girl I think you was working with as well. You had to kill her, and that was one of your bosses. And then the other one that she was working for, at the end, there's a cutscene, and she's talking to you, and she's like really annoying, so you kill her, and it's like, oh wow, that was the story. You went through all that just to, you know, kill. It was just stupid. I hated it. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it though. It's because it was more arcade-like, in my opinion. All the missions and stuff, it was just kind of like things like, wow, these missions are fun. I like to continue. It's challenging. Then there's Vice City.
Yeah, I've played Vice City now.
Now, Vice City has really good story. I'll let you know that's a good story. And they're like, Tommy's back. Well, let's trick him into buying cocaine and selling it. Let's get him to make us money. You know, stuff like that. That was the starting of the story. I didn't finish it. I remember playing it a lot. Then he starts it up with everybody's business, and like you get like new stuff as you continue, like a store and stuff like that, like to go into and buy guns from. And there's different type of guns. And I played it for a long time. But the only thing I didn't like about it is the guns doesn't aim up with the target. I don't know why, like the crosshair.
Oh, yeah.
It really makes me mad on that because like I'll shoot and it will shoot to the right a little bit, and then there's this like level where you're on a boat, and when you try to shoot, you can't shoot, but like in a weird way sideways. So it doesn't make sense. I hate it. And the shotgun's stuck in it because it shoots the same way.
Yeah, it did have a strange firing mechanism.
But like Vice City is a really good story though. I'm telling you,
it had an amazing story. I did enjoy it.
It was really. Like, it was really beautiful. Like, a really beautiful story. And then you got San Andreas, which is supposed to be one of the best Grand Theft Autos that's ever existed.
I love San Andreas.
I love San Andreas, too.
Yeah.
The second one. Like, I like... GTA 5, I meant.
No.
I don't really like GTA 5.
I played GTA 5. It's not that great.
I don't like it. it had an alright story. I finished it. I kind of enjoyed it in a way. Playing it online was probably the best part, but then the online changed so much that's no fun. So it wasn't as fun as how when I started it, because when I started Grand Theft Auto 5, it was like the online was more challenging and better. So yeah. But anyways, back to Grand Theft Auto 3 or 4, no, San Andreas. I never actually played it a lot. Like, I actually made it somewhere into it, but that's all I remember. Because I would cheat and then fly a car everywhere and then do the missions I was supposed to do.
I played it quite a bit actually. I'd just sit down and I'd just play it for hours. Even if it wasn't, the missions, I'd still just go around, steal cars, everything. And
then the 2 players is really fun.
Yeah.
Because you both could, of course it's top-down view, but, it was fun to, see how long you survive against cops and stuff like that.
I remember, there's one building, I can't remember which one it was, but, I hit open there, and you can actually shoot through one of the windows.
on there, man. Keep it down.
But you could actually shoot through one of the through one of the windows. But the cops couldn't shoot you. I'd sit there with a sniper rifle and just sit there and continuously pick off cops.
There's this tip and trick here for y'all who love San Andreas multiplayer, which is just 2 players, split screen. You can actually switch the view to the second player while the first player drives. Let the second player stand on top of the car and then crouch down with a gun, and then he can aim at anyone, anywhere, and shoot them with any type of gun. So that helps a lot. And only thing you gotta do is not wreck, because if you wreck, then that means he'll slot off the car or something. So yeah, that's all it is, and it actually works really well. I like doing it. I do it a lot, but it's kind of hard to drive that way. But it still feels okay though.
Yeah.
Now Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 is my favorite Grand Theft Auto. Believe it or not. I mean, I like Grand Theft Auto 3. Then I like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I played them a lot, and I loved them both. But 4 had the most amazing story I have played in the Grand Theft Auto series. I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 4 in a way, but it had the best story I played. I didn't like how you couldn't customize your character that much. That was no way of really customizing them. But his story was really nice, and I really loved the story. And then the online play was playable, at least. It was actually kind of fun, and it wasn't that too big of a map to enjoy the whole map.
Yeah.
But either way, we all wanted to hang out at the airport, so it didn't really matter. I mean, the airport was the fun place. So but Grand Theft Auto 4 was a very enjoyable game. It really was. I really like Grand Theft Auto 4. All I know, I can't really remember how the story went, but all I know is it was you start off and then people start and then honestly, Nico was never a bad guy. He was just a guy, and people treated him wrong, so he went to go and give a revenge. That was it. That was pretty much the story, because when it started, he was trying to help Roman out with his job. He goes and picks up people with his taxi. But one day they come home and his house is on fire because of people, and then you go kill that guy, and it gets real serious then, and then the whole game is completely different. And it was whoa, I'm not gonna go be a taxi man just like Mafia. So it was very neat. And I like the part when you at the end, I mean, come on, it can't be a spoiler. This is 2009 we're talking about, 2011 or something. So I remember at the end you choose between 2 things, and it was the end game, at the end of end game. I just could see. Yeah.
Hey, it's been a week. Legally, we can't speak about end game.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, now Grand Theft Auto 4's ending, you could choose between 2 things. And it was between, hey, go save Roman, or the other one is go kill Radnov. And it was which one do you want to do? And I was kill Radnov, dude, kill him. I was I can't stand him. And yeah, I know Roman would like you to do this, and No, wait, no, Roman. No. I got this all wrong. It wasn't between Roman and I think it was between going to actually like leave and not pay attention to your villain or whatever, just let your villain escape, or go kill your villain. And I was like, I'm gonna kill him, dude. He deserves it. And I drove over there and killed him. Well, actually, you have to like go all the way to Happiness Island to kill him. But but that's what was sad. No.
Can you?
Yeah. Okay, I have to tell it from a different perspective. I just remembered exactly how it went. Okay, so you go to Roman's wedding after this whole like big thing, and when you're in Roman's wedding, Roman gets killed. Like they just shoot him, and it's like whoa, and then you have to like go and like kill the villain, dude. And you have to follow him all the way to Happiness Island. And when you kill him, you cry and stuff at the end, and then the credits roll in, and it's like so sad. Like it's such a sad story because all your like family members die from that dude. That dude like kills like all your family members throughout the whole game. Like every member dies, and it's
just
really
so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Despacito. Play Despacito 2. Despacito 2. Despacito 2.
I really want a big fat burrito.
I'm so hungry for Fat Boys burritos.
No, I've never had a Fat Boys burrito.
I have never either. So what's that I hear? Bongo Pete? Oh my god. This is insane.
That was actually Bongo John, Bongo Pete's brother.
Don't say Bongo Pete.
Yes,
I
we
like
did
that
say
Bongo
Pete.
Pete, man. You're good. You're a cool guy.
Yeah. Bongo Pete's a really cool guy. I really love him. I'm so glad he always pops by and like hits the drums. Yeah, he's like,
No, not drums, bongos.
oh yeah, it's bongos, not drums.
Not drummer
I'm
Pete.
so stupid. Yeah. So
you.
oh, Matt Dillon, like
Silly Matt.
So what was we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, play a game.
Oh.
We didn't. I have a game between every. Remember? So between every Bongo Pete.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Aren't we forgetting something?
what?
The most interesting person ever and amazing facts about him?
Oh! You talking about Matt Damon?
Yeah!
Whoa!
The show is named after him.
The interesting fact of Matt Damon. Matt Damon in 2007 was crowned the sexiest man alive. That's a pretty big deal. I'll let you know that.
That is a big deal. I wish I was crowned sexiest
I'm
man
very
alive
sure
to
that
look
was.
at this,
I'm
but-
very sure that was really known at the time, but now I think everybody's forgotten. So like, it's pretty neat, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, now like last year was like Ryan Reynolds' time, but listen, Matt Damon was up there though, 2007.
Yeah. He was an amazing person.
Yeah. So I'm glad we got
Good
to.
man.
I'm glad we got to get that one out.
Yeah.
I'm a role play. Let's role play.
Role play. We haven't done role play in a while.
We hadn't did role play since the second episode.
Yeah.
Third.
I don't remember. So.
Alright, do you want to be the dungeon master or?
Okay. Let's see if I. You come upon a city. You see a tavern, a local library, and a guild hall. Which do you choose to enter?
The guild hall.
You go into the guild hall and see adventurers of many sizes, from the smallest gnomes to the largest half-orcs. You go up. You go up to go look at the bulletin board, which has many a quest. When you're suddenly stopped, you're stopped by a human bard.
Uh-oh.
Do you wish to ignore the bard or talk to him?
I will talk to the bard.
Well met, fellow traveler, says the bard. I see you are going to look at the missions. Well, do I have a mission for you?
Uh-oh. Tell me your mission.
Well, it is quite a boring mission. It is 'tis but an escort mission through a very dangerous forest.
I'll take it. I'll take the thing. The
The
vision.
pay is 100 gold.
I've only had 50 in my whole life. Alright. I'm in.
Thank you, fellow travelers. So, along with the new bard who you must protect, you go to the dangerous forest.
Hey, can my name be Matt Damon? Because Matt Damon is so cool.
Okay, but what kind of class do you want to be?
Now, Matt Damon has the body of a warrior, so I'm gonna go with warrior.
Okay, so you're a warrior. Well, are you gonna have sword and shield, two-handed sword?
I might have a staff.
You're gonna have a staff. Okay.
Like one of those staffs you.
Oh, a quarterstaff.
Yeah, quarterstaff.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, he has a quarterstaff.
Okay.
I can't think of it.
Matt Damon, the brave warrior with the quarterstaff, and his new trusted bard sidekick, who he must protect, because this is an escort mission for the bard. Travel to the dangerous forest. They come upon the dangerous forest, and they see two trails. One that is covered in flowers and seems peaceful, and one that is surrounded by dark, spooky trees.
Go to the dark, spooky trees, bud. There's nothing behind that one.
Okay, you begin walking down the dark, spooky tree for path.
You legitimately sound like the Google Play thing. Because I played the Google Play thing and they have a role play on it, and I was like, Google Play? Role play? Like that, and it was like, would you like to role play? And there was like 4 different games, and I was like, I'd like to try the Mage Quest. It was like, okay, you are in a dark forest, and it continues. But I was like, oh shoot.
Okay, well,
Would you like to keep going? And I kept saying, keep going. And it just kept going. And it wasn't scary. It was just so
suddenly you
stupid.
die.
It was actually really stupid because it just kept saying like, would you like to continue? You see this, you see that. I was like, this is boring. Like, yeah, continue, I guess. And none of it was scary. It was just.
okay. Well, as you proceed down the forest of dark trees, you come upon a wagon. Most seem abandoned, but no horse nearby. Do you search the wagon, or do you continue walking?
I searched the wagon.
As you proceed to slowly go up to the wagon to search it, bandits jump out and attack you.
I pulled down my pants and whacked my wee wee.
The bandits, startled, slowly back away.
And I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, I thought you wanted to fight.
The bandits at first seem hesitant, then finally answer, "Dude, pull up your pants!"
Oh, I'm sorry. And I pull up my pants.
The
Then-
battle has begun.
So I equip my quarterstaff in my hands. Then I swing for a 6.
You swing for a 6.
6 damage out of 20.
So 6 damage out of 20. You hit bandit number 1, who was wielding a small dagger.
Because Matt Damon's awesome.
That was wielding a small dagger.
Oh, shoot.
You hit him hard enough to knock him to the ground unconscious, and he drops his dagger. Bandit number 2 sees this, grabs the dagger, and gets to swing at you. What do you do?
Bongo P! Okay, so we're gonna talk about history. I was a little nervous there. I'm sorry. So,
How's that for a role play?
that was actually really good. I ain't even gonna lie. You have like the talent for that. I can't think of anything. I was just like dungeon. Mini Minotaur, big.
See, I know how to come up with a good,
Stupid. Tobuscus.
yeah.
Did he make like a second something like Nugget and a Biscuit?
Yeah, he made all sorts of music videos.
Nugget and a Biscuit 2.
And then he started making animated adventure videos. Those are actually pretty good. Some of them were pretty funny. He made one that was supposed to make fun of Dead Island.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
So,
history.
Yep, we're gonna talk about history. We're gonna talk about the medieval times.
Ah, yes, medieval times, when knights wandered the earth, peasants grew their own food.
So, honestly, I don't know a lot about it, but all I remember is they flipped out a lot because it was like, oh, so Jesus don't love us. we're just gonna keep getting this black plague and die. Kind of like thing. It wasn't like actually like that, but I was just saying like they kept getting black plague, and it was like it's that human over there. The demons is in them.
Well, yeah, they actually believe that the Black Plague was caused by evil spirits and such.
That's where bless you came from, believe it or not. That's why we say bless you nowadays.
Yeah, but they burn the bodies to try to expel the demon from the dead, so that way it wouldn't spread.
I think we're pretty much talking about Renaissance by now.
Well, kinda. Medieval Renaissance was basically the same thing. The only difference is the reason why they call it the Renaissance is because it was supposed to be more of a peaceful time when art and science was more rampant.
Yeah, but wasn't Black Plague still going through? Or something like that?
I think Renaissance, there was small cases of it still, but it wasn't as rampant.
Because I was like, man, this is a time everyone's dying, and here's Leonardo da Vinci drawing Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Look, it's Mona Lisa. I'm painting it. Ooh, boy, look, everybody's dying. Ooh.
Yeah, but the Black Plague, though, was actually carried out by rats. It was the fleas that came off rats that have been feasting on them actually wound up carrying it. And because a lot of people did not
take baths and stuff.
Yeah, weren't very hygienic, except for those in Jerusalem.
They also thought water was the problem, too. Did you know that? It was like the water's the problem, and then they started like dumping dead bodies in it, and now the water really was the problem.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't.
The people of Jerusalem, because they actually believed in hygiene, and because of this, it actually caused less rats to appear in Jerusalem than it did in like England and stuff. So it actually angered the people who were getting it. They were saying that they're the ones that caused the Black Plague. It was all because of them, and that's where the Crusades come from. Huh. They actually had the Crusades because, well, not only because of it, but a majority of Crusades were to Jerusalem were due to the Black Plague.
Huh. There's a bunch of crazy stuff that happened back then, though.
Yeah. Plague doctors are an interesting thing to me. And what you mostly see with the sleek black mask and black outfits was not your casual plague doctors. In fact, that was more of a formal event wear for during the time of plague. An actual plague doctor still had the beak and everything, but it didn't just protrude. It actually came down fully. And then it was just this small little, I don't know, half oval thing that was mostly centered towards the, like, it was small and it mostly centered towards the mouth and nose. Which they did keep flowers and stuff because they also thought it could be transferred through smell. Because, well, it was medieval times. They weren't scientific enough to know about bacteria and such. But it was made of full leather, yes, but it wasn't dyed leather. It was solid, it was just tanned leather. So it was still like brown, like leather work boots. How they look, the stitching was not that great as you'd see on like normal plague doctors. Or like, you know, how media portrays plague doctors. And a lot of the times it was plague doctors that died.
I like how some of the songs, like poetry and stuff, came from that time.
Ring Around the Rosies?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Ring Around the Rosies. And it's all about because like people would have roses like hidden in their sleeves, so they could. Yeah, like that just to hide this like scent of.
I know another way to portray it is because the Black Plague actually caused like red blisters to pop up, and a lot of them popped up in rings, so they were like a rosy color.
Oh yeah.
Like red roses. So it was Ring Around the Rosies, and then the Pocket Full of Posies was another way of the flowers in the pockets.
Was Shakespeare alive during this time?
No. I don't think so.
I think that was before, like, is it, or is it after?
I think it was after.
I don't know.
I think his was, yeah, a little after.
Hey guys, I'm Michelangelo. I'm pretty happy with my life. Black Plague.
But
man, speaking of like stuff like that, there's some really creepy woods I've learned recently, like Huntington's disease.
Ew, that sounds disturbing. I don't think I've ever.
You ever heard of it?
No.
Oh, okay. but Huntington's disease is like a thing you can't like prevent, and they don't know a cure to it, and it's just your brain dies on you. Legitimately, it dies on you between 30 and 40, like between like 30 to your 50s, and like you'll just die. You'll have to die. You can't live through it. And that makes me really sad. Like I mean, it's kind of like a nerve-wracking thing. Like, oh well, maybe one day I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm gonna die. See, like it starts with slurs. That's what's crazy. You can't talk well. You know, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't run in my family, so I'm not really worried about it. But I mean, it's still a thing. It can happen. So
Yeah.
due to mutation in DNA.
Yeah. It's something you must watch out for. I
You
know,
can't do anything about.
the story of dragons. Do you know where that actually came from?
No, I don't.
They found dinosaur fossils, and because they didn't know about dinosaurs and stuff like that, they were like, it must be the bones of some mythical beast. Look at its face. We'll call them dragons. They breathed fire, had wings, and flew. They would pick off livestock, and a lot of livestock did go missing, and that's what they did. They were like, dragons! And actually, it turned out to be like local wildlife, like wolves or something, killing them and dragging them off.
And dragging them off. You hear that? You hear that? That's dragons. Dragons everywhere. Dragons.
Or sometimes it'd just be like your neighbor stealing your livestock. Another thing is cyclopses. They found the skull of an elephant, and because an elephant doesn't have how we have our nose bone right here, they don't quite have that, so it's just a giant hole in their face, and they were like, it must have been some creature with one eye. Cyclops.
That is actually pretty neat.
Unicorns are actually a really interesting thing. Whenever some people or some places would go to war with another, they would actually make armor for their horses, and whenever they did, they put a horn-shaped thing on the head of the armor, so it would look like they had a horn, and people were like, whoa, some horned creature. And then Vikings, whenever they heard that people were thinking of unicorns, they were like, oh, we got this unicorn horn here, and if you take it and grind it up, it does miracles for the body. Turns out what they were selling was just narwhal tusk, or that tooth that sticks out of their face. They were just selling that and calling it unicorn. The Vikings were actually very intelligent people.
Dang.
Yeah.
I know Eric Leaf was supposed to be the first one to find America, but at the same time, it's like we don't have that recorded, so we don't really know if that's true.
Yeah. Columbus actually didn't discover America.
He discovered the Bahamas.
Yes. And
he was like, ooh, Bahamas, woo!
He didn't even know. He thought it was America. Well, actually,
he'd already been to America too before he even.
He was trying to go to India. He was trying to find a shorter trade route to India, and he discovered the Native Americans that lived in the Bahamas and such, and they were like, "Oh, these must be Indians."
And then Indians was like, "These must be Indians." Like, ooh.
These white men must be stupid.
Yeah. Kill the ball.
But
so, yeah. It's pretty insane out there, the history, like medieval times and stuff. The armor is cool.
Yeah, their armor was quite chainmail, plate armor, all that.
I don't really see a point in it, but they also had the horse thing, where they're riding the horse with the
javelins.
Javelins, yeah. That was a very neat game.
They called it jousting.
Jousting. That's what. Yeah.
It was just basically how the Romans had gladiatorial battles. It was just for entertainment. There was nothing more about it. Because in battle they didn't use like jousts like that. They used lances and stuff, and most of the time they wouldn't be riding a horse. Some of them did. I know the Celtic actually came up with a way to defend against horse riders. It was a broadsword used to cleave at the legs of the horses. The Vikings, whenever they killed an animal, they'd actually take their bones and mix it with like metal to create new weapons, because they believed that animal spirit would be infused with the sword, making it stronger. But what actually made it stronger was like the calcium and stuff in the bones being mixed with the metal, created a new alloy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty neat. I didn't know all this stuff, to be honest. Like,
Look, you picked my topic here,
yeah.
history.
And then Grand Theft Auto was my topic, because I
Yes.
went all about it.
I could tell you like history from like a lot of different places.
I don't know a lot of things about history.
Religions are also my topic. Not-
Religion's pretty
Not
neat.
Christianity for me. I mean, like Christianity is like a basic. You follow.
Apparently, actually, like this is
Monotheist.
what I learned this morning is the Bible, like that, the first like book part, you know, Genesis, is actually supposed to be one of the most popular books ever. That's kind of weird to say, but like what I mean by it is like that's like the only reason why people buy a Bible really is to
Well,
read
no,
Genesis.
like,
That was kind of weird. Like
Isn't Genesis supposed to be describing the end times?
Genesis is supposed to talk about how it starts. Yeah, it's like in the beginning God built. Yeah, that I don't know. Yeah, Book of Revelations was the
Okay, end times. Yeah.
yeah, where the devil ends up on Earth and he's like, I'm gonna destroy it all. And it's
Yeah.
neat
okay.
story.
See, like I said.
In the end, the movie.
Yeah, like I said, Christianity not my thing.
Yeah, but then you also got like Greece.
Oh, Greek mythology, the
Greek-
Zeus and all them. Then you had Roman mythology, which is basically Greek mythology
Hercules.
but with planets.
Yeah, Pluto,
Hades.
Mercury.
If I'm not mistaken, Pluto was Hades. Uranus was Poseidon. Let's see. Mars was Ares.
Was it like Venus, Hera or something like that?
Hera. I can't remember.
It was. I thought it was one of the female goddesses.
Can't quite remember.
Ramen chilling in the fucking bathroom.
I know.
I said it there for a second. I was fucking.
We found ramen in the bathroom. What? So yeah.
Egyptian mythology is great. Ra, Anubis, all them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an SMR of me sipping from the cup right in the mic.
Delicious. Yes, that's very sensual, isn't it? Very fresh.
What you see is there.
It's very, very delicious.
Anyways, thank you for choosing KFC. How may I help?
You're not at work.
Yeah, sorry, I work at KFC. That's the only reason why I say stuff like that. So this is a Good Wolf Games. We recorded this. I don't think I said that when we started. I think I
No,
just
you
said it's
forgot.
official Matt Damon.
So we're not affiliated with Matt Damon. That's all you said. You forgot
Yeah.
to mention that we're at Good Wolf Games.
We're at
on
Good Wolf Games, 131 South Main Street,
Marion, North Carolina.
Marion, North Carolina.
Are you just repeating me now?
Are you repeating me now?
No, I'm saying it first. You're just copying me.
No. You're actually copying me.
Whatever. But if you like Magic the Gathering, come down. You can play with nice people.
And,
you can get cards.
And I think Saturdays we do Dungeons and Dragons. That's pretty neat. It's a fun game. I haven't actually played it.
I actually play Dungeons and Dragons with friends on Saturdays. What a coincidence.
I know, and like it's very neat.
It's basically like how I did my role playing.
I'm actually gonna play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm gonna record it. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna play Dungeons and Dragons Saturday when I don't work though, because I work Saturdays normally. So
If you did it this Saturday, I wouldn't be able to do it. I got a house sit for my boss.
oops. So
I'll be staying at his house all weekend. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Thank you for watching the official Matt Damon show. I'm really glad y'all came and seen this. Can y'all like and subscribe? Subscribe and get a brownie. Subscribe and come to Good Wolf Games and get a brownie.
Yes, we'll have freshly baked brownies.
Probably. It's one of those first time, first serves. If you come in late, it won't be that fresh. You might as well just come in whenever you subscribe. Yeah. ASAP.
And to really seal the deal, to make sure that you subscribe to us, you've got to type down in the comment sections, "We love the Matt Damon Show." The official Matt Damon Show.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all again in the next video. Bye-bye.
Okay, Markiplier.
That's what I was going for. Wow, that was really good. I'm so glad I forgot to press record.
Maybe next time we can do it while recording.